What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It's the 18th day of June. Here we are at about 1.35 cents, 7 hours 40 minutes left in the day. Looking like we want to go lower. I've been duped. Once again, it's not the first time, but it is the first time since we've been coming down, man. We didn't get excited on this one. We didn't get excited on this one. I got excited here. And, well, unfortunately, nope. No cigar. Maybe I got excited. I can't remember if I got excited in this one, actually. I might have. Maybe I got excited on the last two. I'm not trying to lie or make it sound. Maybe I did. I can't remember if I got excited on that one. Anyways, whatever. Duped twice since the downtrend. And it looks like we are going to go lower indeed, right? If we're looking at this from a low to a high, we're just above the golden ratio here. Finding resistance at the 0.5, finding resistance at prior areas of support, finding resistance on a wicking basis at prior areas of resistance and prior support. Looking like we want to go to the golden ratio. I think it's inevitable at this point. I think it really is. Sometimes you just got to keep things simple, man. You don't need to look at anything else other than the fibs. And the fibs, they've been telling the truth the whole time. 382 bounce once, you should be going up. You didn't? Twice? Okay, that's weird. But hey, if you have this positive reaction, you can go up. Third time, at that point, it should have been inevitable that you would get to the 0.5, especially with this rejection off the 236. And getting below the 0.5, it should be inevitable that we go down to the golden ratio. It's just that simple. The rules of the fibs applied, and they applied well. Well played, fibs. We're probably going to the fibs did not fib on us here, guys. 1.23 cents to 1.12 cents. That is likely the area that we're going to go to. And it makes a lot of sense, these cents areas. If we're looking at it here, you have a low point on a closing day here, or a low point on the daily close right there. You have some high points of resistance here and support here, low points of support there, support right here. It's kind of in an area of turbulence that makes a lot of sense, actually. If we take the overall fib, this high here, the cycle high so far, to the low right here, that is just below our 236, right in the area that we might expect to find support. This is kind of the base area that I expect to find support. If we put this fib back on from a low to a high, that golden ratio is right above the 236. So something between this area, 1.23 cents, 1.11 cents. Is that right? 1.12 cents, I guess. And even maybe right in the middle there at about 1.17 cents, whatever. It's very nominal at that point. Something in this area is likely where we're going to go. We throw the fibs on here from a low to a high. And you can see the 1272 to the 1618 all line up right in this area, this exact area here. 1.11 cents being the lowest price that we have. It just makes a lot of sense to me, you guys. That's probably where we're going to go. I feel blind. I feel like I've been blind this whole time, and now I'm seeing the light. And this will be the area that once brought us prosperity, riches, and glory, and hope. It will do it again. And we will reign triumphant and victorious out of this range. But first, we must go into it. This range that we have not called by its name, and I feel so foolish for not calling it by its name, but appropriately so, the land of the rising sun. Yes, back here, when Justin Sun accused Onyx DAO and Chain of manipulating the markets, and the price dropped 50% in one day, and it was held up by Justin Sun. This is why we call it the land of the rising sun. Justin Sun's action to delete his tweets within the same day. If you guys remember reading those tweets, I say tweets, posts on X.com. Give the man credit. Twitter doesn't exist. They're not tweets. That's for old people. We are the new age. Posts on X.com. Finding support as soon as Justin Sun deleted all of those posts. Those nasty little postses. Nasty little postses. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in today, you guys, but he deleted them, and the price reigned supreme yet again, rising from the land of the rising sun here. We're right in the heart of it with this golden ratio. This is exactly where I expect us to go. The land of the rising sun will prevail once again. It will not falter. We will not crap our pants and destroy our altars this time. We will not have 1 or 2 days where we are below this area. We will be upheld by it. A higher low overall, a golden ratio bounce, a golden day, a sunny day. The land of the rising sun will prevail, and we shall move up higher, okay? 1.35 cents right now. Lower to go. Let's see if we can validate that on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame here, looking at it. We do have a rejection off the 60 area. You couldn't even get up there. This is not a good look. Getting oversold near the oversold zone and rejecting it in this fashion, that is a phenomenal reaction. Especially after being overbought. But whenever you reject this area, it does make you think that you have the opportunity, the chance, the probability of getting into the oversold zone, completing the thought of this downtrend in the RSI. Typically, downtrends do end once you're in the oversold zone. And if this trajectory were to reign true, it would be either late today or early Thursday that we are seeing the maximum effect of this downward move. And we probably will see something around 1.23 cents or lower, if I really had to guess. If we are to prove that wrong and invalidate that, let's not get oversold. Let's hold. Let's see. From a low to a high. Let's hold the 886, 1.3 cents. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. I think if we can hold 1.3 cents as support, there is hope. My hope is dwindling. My hope is diminishing a little bit. I had hope for Bitcoin a second ago. I just made a video talking about us holding up and moving up here in this diamond pattern. I feel like I'm going through a repeat of yesterday, but it's I feel like I'm seeing clear, guys. We are probably going to break out of this diamond pattern to the downside, unfortunately. There is hope that we can double bottom and then pull back up, right? Diamond patterns are notorious for breaking out one direction and then ripping back in the other direction. We've seen that happen. It's like a 50-50 chance that happens. There's hope that breaking out of this does not lead us down to 96 to 93,000. If it does, understand, OnyxCoin will go lower than just 1.23 cents, 1.11 cents, okay? It's not going to go, it will not be held up by that likely. I mean, if Bitcoin drops 8%, I have a hard time seeing OnyxCoin only drop 11%. It can happen. I have a hard time seeing OnyxCoin only drop 4. I mean, if Bitcoin drops 8%, let's be fair. If it drops, we could see maybe actually, in all fairness, if Bitcoin does drop 8%, maybe we do hold up at 1.11 cents, in all fairness. But if we drop more than that, then likely we would go down to 1 cent or potentially even lower than that, okay? Slightly lower than what we're looking for. Still in the land of the rising sun, the rising opportunity. Depends on how we react here. There is hope that we could find support at 1.3 cents, but that hope is diminishing. That's what I was trying to say. A lot of volume came in on this 1 hour spike, and nothing came from it. Nothing at all. It was just another psych out like it's been every single time. We do not have a lot of volume coming into the downside, but it does seem that this bleeding down will last going into the rest of this week and potentially even next week. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, 4 hour RSI, looking at this with 3 hours and 33 minutes left in the day. It's volatile. There's 3 hours, 33 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. If it could close green, there's hope, man. There's hope. As long as we're above 1.3 cents, there's hope. But again, I'm making the call that I think we go down. I think that last 4 hour candle says it all. We just found resistance at prior areas of support here, prior areas of support here, as we did before. The volume was not enough. It did not take us higher. Lower we will go. And where do we go? Based off of this fib, 1.2 cents, 1.11 cents. That's probably where we're going to go. Daily time frame here. Again, looking at this, rejecting the not rejecting the overbought zone. I'm sorry, the 50 area. Getting up here near the 50, you can't even get there. Rejecting areas that you found support on once before, twice before, even found resistance on a few times before back here. Might you go down, form yet another higher low here, and get some double bullish divergence on the daily time frame? If you want double bullish divergence, that would imply that you do get a day to close below this price here at 1.306 cents. And if we do close a day below that price, that would be below the 886. At that point, it becomes largely inevitable. We'd have to be saved by a freaking miracle of a double bottom, you guys. A freaking miracle. If we didn't want to go down to 1.2 to 1.11 cents. I'm thinking it makes sense. This is where we're going to go. I got nothing else to say, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. The 3-day RSI is neutral. We can go lower and still be neutral and not be bad, and that's fine as long as we maintain this neutrality. I think that we're not in jeopardy of doing anything kind of crazy bearish, right? I'm definitely not worried about the price. It's discouraging. It's absolutely discouraging, right? When you're up here and you're expecting the moon, you're expecting it by the end of May, you're expecting it by the end of June, and here we are after both of those times, where I mean we're getting to the end of June here, it's looking like I actually do think at the end of June we will pump, but I think first going into this next week we'll probably see this dump resolve itself, and then end of month we will probably rally, but we might not even be above 2 cents by the end of the month. It might be early July before we're actually breaking out of this range and seeing prices back at like 5 cents or higher, right? So patience is required, my friends. Patience. If we go lower, fine. If a miracle happens and I'm wrong, it's not a miracle if I'm wrong. I just mean like if a miracle happens and the statistical probabilities are lying to me, which in that case I am wrong, and we find support here and we start moving up, that's great. Maybe some catalyst comes into play, maybe some kind of good news that is fundamentally game changing to crypto comes into play that sends everything higher. But unless that happens, man, the technicals are suggesting lower prices. So lower we go, and that's what we'll wait for. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.